Let's talk to first John in Greenville. John, thank you for waiting. You're on WORD. Good morning.
Hey, Russ. Thanks for taking the call there.
Yes, sir.
I kind of want to approach this in a little different way with the Boy Scout situation.
Yeah.
I guess first off, they're a private institution. Let them do what they want. And obviously, if there's a fallout, which appears to be one, good. But the bigger thing is, why do we need our kids to be indoctrinated into these institutions? I mean, I know it's got tradition to it, so parents want their kids to do the same thing they did. So that's my big first question.
Well, I have to question you because I don't quite understand that. When you say indoctrinated into these institutions, you're talking about the Scouts?
I'm talking about the Scouts, and it goes from there. It could be sports teams, it could be at church. I know that's a risky thing to say, but it could be anything. I mean, we have 8-year-olds making vows, that they don't even understand. So they're now stuck in this paradigm where they have to live out a vow that's probably beyond their understanding. And let me tell you this.
Let me tell you from my life experience,
okay.
Children, and I've been proven so many times to be wrong about this, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Children understand a whole lot more than we ever give them credit for. So just to think that children are just mind-numbed, whatever, it's a big mistake. I even see it with my 3-year-old granddaughter.
Well, I'll give you the result of this process. And this is what we're not talking about when we're talking about the Boy Scouts. I mean, right now, Boy Scouts are training with the Department of Homeland Security to take on returning vets. They're literally fully body armor.
Oh, cite your source.
Well, just look it up on the Internet. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, it's in the news, I guess is what the deal is.
Listen, I research the news more than any other human being I know, and I have not seen anything anywhere about that.
Well,
I'm just respectfully... respectfully, so help me here. Give me one website where I could find anything about that.
I hate to pull this one out, but go Infowars.com.
Okay.
But literally, you'll see pictures of these kids fully armored, mock, M16s, and stacked, breaking into houses. Just using the same tactics.
So wait a minute.
Let's
so Boy Scouts armed with M16s are breaking into houses. I think that would be a breaking news story if it were true. I mean, God bless Alex Jones.
Look into it and break it. I mean, literally.
Okay.
He doesn't just make up the stuff.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it with my own eyes.
Well, look for it though. That's all I ask.
All right, I'll be on the lookout for it today. And let me go one further, John.
Okay, great.
I want to put an all points bulletin out for anybody listening to John and me on the radio right now. If you see anything like John just suggested, I want you to call us pronto. I want you to call us on the show at 232-9673 in Greenville or 574-9673 in Spartanburg. I want you to call Chris right now. I'm going to alert our news department to be on the lookout. Get the breaking news sounder ready, Chris. Boy Scouts with, did he say fake M16s, training with Homeland Security to take on returning veterans, breaking into houses.
When he says fake M16s, is he talking about like from Toys R Us?
I don't know. How would you know if they're fake?
I don't know.
What if they're real? Be on the lookout, folks. This potentially is the story of the century. Beth is in Pelzer. Hi, Beth.
Hey, Russ.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Just fine. Thanks for calling.
I was just listening to the man talking about the Scouts and Homeland Security earlier.
Right. Are they training in Pelzer?
Well, it is the capital of the universe down here.
That's true. The world does revolve around Pelzer.
Yes, sir. Actually, there's a thing on the Scout website about their partnership, and there's an article in the May 13th, 2009 issue of the New York Times.
About the Boy Scouts teaming up with Janet Napolitano and Homeland Security to go to take on returning veterans.
Well, actually what happened in this particular article was they were simulating a situation in which a disgruntled Iraq war veteran was taking out some people in a building, and the the scouts, it says they're the youngest ones are 14 years old, and they go in and resolve the situation with this Iraq war veteran.
Wait a minute. You have a problem with a disgruntled Iraqi war veteran, and they send in the scouts to figure it out?
Yes, sir. That's probably not how we would handle it in Pilser, but that is how they are handling it in this particular article.
Well, okay. So this was in the New York Times.
Yes, sir. It's an article dated May 13th, 2009.
Okay.
And it's got their picture. It does have their picture. With, I think the guns that they're using in this simulation are some kind of pop pellet guns.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they let them go into a school. Probably not. That would be foolish. All right, Beth, thank you. Take care of things down there in Pelzer. All right, folks, be on the lookout. If you see any scouts or scout troops out there training with even pellet guns with the Department of Homeland Security, please let us know. Please let us know. Please let us know. Let me just jump down to Simpsonville and talk to Mark. Mark, you ever heard of anything like that?
No, I was in the Boy Scouts for years, and I mean, it was like that article said. By the way, I sent you that link to that article.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, this is something that's news to me. But the thing that blows my mind is that it takes somebody like Alex Jones to get the word out, and then when renowned talk show hosts hear the name Alex Jones, they laugh it off like it's not real.
Listen, I go to InfoWars. I like Alex Jones. I think just sometimes some of that stuff is even hard for me to believe.
Well, I read Drudge every day,
Yep.
2-3 times a day, because I know it's breaking news.
Yeah, and he puts Jones up there a lot.
And I gotta say the same thing I've said to many people before about Drudge. He's never printed anything that's incorrect, because all he does is link articles from other publications.
Pretty much.
And I mean, Alex Jones is much the same way. Now, he pontificates.
Yeah.
But I've never heard or seen him report anything that's not true, so I had to go directly to the website when I heard about this half hour ago, and sure enough, there it is.
Well, what do you think about this? What's your first gut instinct about this? DHS and the Boy Scouts training how to go after a terrorist.
I think the Saul Alinsky-ites have done exactly what they set out to do 50 years ago, and that's take over America from the inside, from the schools, from the Boy Scouts, from the everything that we always held dear and home, you know, American pie type values, and they've got a grip on our throats because people like us don't know what's going on out there.